Hello you guys and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here then welcome. On this channel I help people to raise their vibration and expand their consciousness to manifest your desires into your life, what you truly deserve. So today I'm going to talk about how belief dictates your reality and how it shifted for me, how it can shift for you too, how you can start to manifest your desires into your life more effortlessly. Belief is the core of manifestation. It all starts down to a belief. It doesn't start with a thought, it doesn't start with a feeling or an action. It actually starts with the belief. That is usually from childhood, from you were 0 to 7 years old. That is usually when the subconscious mind is created with different beliefs. From your parents, how they see themselves, what they believe about themselves, and the environment you were in. So, example, if you didn't feel like your parents was there for you emotionally, physically, whatever it is, then you will start to create this belief that you're unworthy of love, or that you didn't have enough money in your childhood and you were maybe not getting so much food. You have this belief that you don't deserve abundance, and then you only can see it on yourself. When you're a child, you cannot say like that's my parents' challenge and that has nothing to do with me, because it has nothing to do with you, but you're taking it in as it is your own fault and it is something to do with you. So when you create this from childhood usually, then you will grow up with this trauma, with this negative belief about yourself, and that you need to be in this survival mode to survive, because if you didn't get the love back, then you would maybe die. If you didn't get the acceptance from your parents, you didn't have anyone to take care of you. So this survival mechanism is still when you're in your adulthood, unless when you start to realize it, become aware of it. That's the very first step, to know what beliefs you have about yourself and the world. So when you have, example, this belief that I'm unworthy of love, you will only see through this filter that you are unworthy of love. And when you think about the past, you have a perception and only think of the things that proves that you're unworthy of love. And you're doing this subconsciously. This is just usually what you're doing, whatever belief you have, because usually we don't think, oh, I'm unworthy of love, that's why I need to think of this. No, it's just something automatic. And that's also the same with the present and the future. You're seeing through this filter in the present. It's not like everyone is seeing the same thing, or they all are seeing the same thing, but they're seeing the same thing different ways, different perspectives, different kind of consciousness they're at, and they're attracting more of that into your life. So you attract more of what you focus on, and that is also with your beliefs about yourself. So you attract more situations that make you feel unloved, if that's what you feel, or not in control, or you don't feel good enough, you don't feel capable of doing these things. Then there will only come more proofs that is, because you are the one that decides what is the truth and what is not about yourself. So I can give an example from my own life when I started to shift my belief, how it all changed my past in a way and my present, because the past is truly just an imagination. And every time you think of the past, you will have a different perception, because you're always changing no matter what. You will always change and evolve, no matter if you like it or not. But it's of course different how much you will change according to your state of consciousness. The situation is that I have a very deep love, unconditional love for a person. And I really didn't know how to say it to them. And I felt very vulnerable by saying it. I was afraid of rejection and many things. I felt unworthy of love, and I felt like they didn't love me back. And I was very sad about it, though I really wanted to say it to them, because I had this deep love and I just wanted to confess it, to be honest. I'm a very honest person, but I really had difficulties to say it, because I was still this like belief that I'm not worthy of love kept me back, because I was scared. I was trying to protect myself. So my ego was just trying to protect myself, was just doing its job. But then when I started to let go of this belief of feeling unworthy, I really started to like love myself more and see that I'm truly am worthy, and it's nonsense what I believe about myself. I started to ask myself, like, why do I really believe this to be true? Like, why should I not be worthy? And I started to say affirmations and visualizing what I did want. And then when I started to let go and started to create a new belief, to replace it with the negative, a positive with a negative, then there started to come memories up from the past that was proving that this person loved me back. And it was just so clear for me that they loved me back, and I just couldn't see it before because I was so fixed and programmed in this trauma and negative belief about myself that I couldn't see it. And even if there was just a glimpse of love loving me back, I would reject it in a way. Or maybe I would be happy for a second, and then the old belief would come up again and prove me wrong, that I wasn't loved. So when I truly started to shift my mindset, shift my beliefs, I started to remember things that I didn't see before. Like still the same situation I was thinking of, but I could see it a different way. I could feel the truth. And then the outer world started to reflect that back. I felt more prioritized. We were talking more, and it was more like deeper and truthful and authentic. So I really felt a big difference. Like it was just a completely new reality for me to be in. And that's also the thing, because you don't change the world outside of you. You shift to a world, to the change you made within yourself, and that world will reflect that back to you, that new world. You are shifting to a parallel reality which will reflect that back to you, that inner change you made. But first you need to only be dependent on the inner world, not to look at the outer world, because that will truly just create more of the same if you react to the outer world. That is when the outer world has power over you and you don't have power over them. How do we let go of these negative beliefs? How did I let go of it? Well, I started to stop rejecting myself, stop abandoning myself to get that love I was looking for. I was starting to be there for myself 100% and to not look at the outer world as the end result. And I wasn't taking it personal anymore. I was starting to feel all these feelings I've been suppressing almost my whole life, of trauma, of not feeling worthy of love. And I did it with intention. I did it with intention of observing it, of loving it exactly as it is, and that it is so loved and it's okay to feel unloved. But that doesn't mean that you are unloved just because you feel it. It's just a belief, because I truly understood how it all worked together. So that was how I started to change my inner world and then my outer world. And also, if you want coaching, I do one-to-one sessions and also programs about healing trauma or manifesting your desires. It is connected, trauma healing and manifesting your desires, and changing the mindset, shifting the mindset, and knowing more about your true inner power and potential. I would love to guide you to do that. But no matter what, I just send you a lot of unconditional love wherever you are in your journey right now, and I'll see you next time.